way to LAX right now and I'm super excited. Europe, here we come!
I'm looking forward to seeing if there's any of my family in there, the Croatia, and just to kind of chase down a little bit of history, but mostly I want the beaches, I want the water.
We were all excited for the Croatian beaches, but we couldn't get ready to hop right into the Adriatic Sea just yet. Our flight from LAX was an 11-hour direct flight to Zurich, Switzerland, which isn't comfortable for someone 5'7" or taller.
Seriously.
Welcome to Zurich Airport.
We're in Zurich and we had like a 12-hour flight, which was not as long as I thought it would be because I slept most of the way, but I was still super exhausted. You could tell I looked super tired. Low-key already jet lagged.
So,
found the right line.
not hitting.
Right now we're in Mestre, Italy, and everything is so different from America. Even the water tastes different. It was time for us to go to our next destination, so we said ciao to Italy and bogged to Croatia. We got our tickets and we were ready to board a high-speed ferry from Venice, Italy to Rovinj, Croatia. The trip was about 3.5 hours, and that's when I took the opportunity to recharge and take a nap. Day 3, guys, and we're here, and we're in Venice, and we are on the ferry on our way to Croatia, where the trip really begins. I'm super excited, and let's get this trip started. Croatia, an Eastern European country with a long coastline on the Adriatic Sea. The population is around 4 million, with an area of 21,851 square miles. To give you an idea of where it's at, its neighboring countries are Slovenia, Hungary, Serbia, and Bosnia. The first stop was Rovinj, which is right here. So I'm here in Rovinj, Croatia, and I couldn't be any happier. It is such a great vibe here, and the people are already so nice. Time for dinner. When we got settled in, we started roaming around to see where we should eat. We came across this nautical-themed restaurant, which I don't know the name to, but I do know that they did have a vintage diving suit when you walked in. The food there was amazing, but not something you would typically find in America. After looking at the menu for a while, I ended up settling on batiscada. After dinner, we ended up venturing out to check out the vibe of the local nightlife. On our way back to our apartment, we got a little lost. But hey, what's an adventure without getting a little bit lost? And we eventually found our way back. Wow. Welcome to Croatia. It's a beautiful day in Rovín.
Rovín.
We are leaving.
Rovín.
Okay. And we're leaving to Kirk today. So
I'll hold it up so you can see the city behind.
look at this beautiful, 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 beautifulness.
It's good for you to know geography here. Okay, so we were here. In Venice. We crossed over on that ferry. Actually, we were supposed to go to Pula, but we went a little higher. And so we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go to Rijeka, and then we're gonna take the coast and end up in Dubrovnik. We fly home. So that's about a total of about 700 miles.
It was safe to say that I fell in love with the charming old town of Rovín. But it was time for us to make our next stop in Malinska Dubrovnika on the island of Kirk. On the drive to Kirk, we got to experience a vast number of tunnels. And personally, every time I go in a tunnel, I hold my breath for good luck. But these tunnels, it just wasn't possible. Rovín and Kirk are 130.6 kilometers away from each other, which is about an hour and 50-minute drive. So here's Rovín, and right here is Kirk. Once we arrived, we quickly unpacked and got suited up so we can relax by the water. While basking in the crystal clear turquoise seas, I noticed there were a lot of sea urchins below, so make sure you come prepared by wearing water shoes. We all worked up an appetite from soaking up the sun, so we headed down to Konoba Brasera Malinska, a nice restaurant down the street from the beach. They had a lot of different seafood options, and they were all delicious. Once we finished, we left with our plates empty and our stomachs full. Luckily, we got back just in time to enjoy the sounds around us and the sight of the beautiful Croatian sunset. This is the 3-story apartment that we stayed in Malinska on Kirk Island. These are the lovely hosts that provided the home. They gave us lavender as a thank you and goodbye gift. So we are on the road again. And some, let's just say talented dancing with my mom in a fedora. We ended up running into the small town where my great-grandfather had lived. And interesting enough, all the residents are Dutch. We also made our way to Plitvice Lakes National Park. Since Kirk is right here, we traveled all the way to Plitvice, which is right here. After spending a magical day at Plitvice Lakes National Park, it was time for us to head over to Rogožnica, which is right here. Where are we?
We are in Rogožnica.
Yay! From Rogoznica, we headed down to Split, which is here. To the Croatia FIFA World Cup game. Woo. Actually, not the actual game, but we're watching. That makes it sound like we're actually not the actual game. We're watching it in the field. Oh my god! You'll see. It's like. After an action-packed day in Split, we packed up our things and got ready to move to our last destination before going home, which is Dubrovnik. What is security control? The world. Super glad to be here. I'm tired. Hey! On the kitchen floor. Okay.
There's candy on the pillows.
We should definitely go on that boat. Day 4. We ran out of water.
I think I left my flip-flops in.
Walking home from dinner is super safe.
Open.
It's super safe. And so is the gelato. Taking in nature. And there is a bee.
Oh man. This is my life.
Parking job.
Yeah.
At least you smile, honey.